Hello and howdy. Welcome to JavaScript Girl in a .NET World.
It
Today, I have with me the brilliant Ed. Hang on. He's on one of the sides of me. Y'all will have to figure it out. And I'm so excited about the topic. We might have a drop in Layla. It's going to be a great episode. If you saw the go live notification, we'll be talking about some interop, hopefully, between Maui, Blazor, and JavaScript. In that case, in my case, that means Angular, but it doesn't really matter. JavaScript.
Is it even JavaScript? I don't even think it's JavaScript.
Is it even so here's my feeling. People will ask me, like, where's JavaScript going? How's the community? What's the vibe? And I'm like, it's all going towards TypeScript. All right. One day JavaScript will be TypeScript and we will all live in harmony with the .NET people and the C# people. And
I thought everything was WebAssembly now.
Oh my gosh.
But we just jumped right over.
So I actually was reading, Ed has, can we talk about it? Is it like a secret of like what you're working on?
No, it's not a secret anymore.
So Ed has this, is it called a workshop or is it called like a program or what do you call it?
It's called a live project. Live project.
On Manning.
Yes.
And it goes through a bunch of different projects for Blazor. And one of them, I saw you specifically talk about WebAssembly. And I heard a lot about the WASM in the past. I've never played with it. You like it?
So
it like feels good to you?
If you're using Blazor, you're using WebAssembly.
You for sure? Are you positive? This
yes.
makes my head hurt even more because especially with the topic today of like interop between them, I'm like, great. So it's really not Blazor talking to my JavaScript. It's WebAssembly talking to the.
So in the case of a Blazor app, yes. In Blazor Hybrid, no.
Oh, wait, what is it in Blazor Hybrid? There's no
WASM? .NET. Yeah, it's just .NET. So there's no WebAssembly in the Maui app.
Hang on. Wait a minute. If Blazor uses WebAssembly by default, hey, Bit O'Brien.
On the web it does, yes.
On the web, how is the Blazor Hybrid Maui app getting away with not using it? How does that even...
In the browser, there is no .NET runtime. So the .NET runtime's compiled to WebAssembly, and it runs in the browser.
You're talking really fast. Slow it down. Okay, in the browser, there's no runtime.
No, there's no .NET runtime.
Yes, this makes sense.
Therefore, we need the .NET runtime, and the only way to run that .NET runtime is with WebAssembly. So the runtime, the .NET runtime, is compiled.
Why can't JavaScript run the runtime?
No.
Don't tell me no. Is it not possible? Like it's actually not possible, or they just chose to not do it?
It was possible to be slow, like is molasses. You'd have to do some like fun interpreter type stuff with it. It would be a disaster. Yeah, it would be bad.
Oh.
Yeah, it'd be so sluggish if you could actually pull it off.
Yeah, of course, obviously. So it's WASM. Yeah, so it is WASM.
In the browser it is. In Maui has .NET in it already, so you don't need to further add it through WebAssembly.
But
it's in a .NET shell already.
Does my Maui Blazor Hybrid app ship to the web? No.
Not by default. No, it does not.
Can it?
Yes, it can.
Seriously?
Yes.
Well, how would it do that, though? Because it doesn't have WebAssembly.
You have to have a separate project. It can still run the same code. It just needs a different bootstrapper.
Oh, it's easy as that.
Yep. It's literally as easy as an index.html file.
Okay, well, I mean, that's pretty darn easy.
The project setup's a little bit more complex, but code-wise, it's just a different wrapper that boots up the app.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so I may have made a mistake. Do you want to hear about my mistake or no?
Inviting me to the show, I know.
No, that's not the mistake. I wish that was the mistake. So right whenever we were doing our countdown, Visual Studio was like, there's an update. And yesterday I got in trouble for not being updated. So I was like, yeah, sure, go ahead and download it real quick. But we're still on 1 out of 3 items. Is that gonna how long does that take when there's an update to Visual Studio Preview?
It's usually not too long, but it can break code. So yeah. I've had it break Maui apps before.
Oh. Well, I've had it fix Maui apps before because I was trying to run it on Android yesterday and it was not working. And I did the updates and the Android device manager magically started working on my Mac. And I was like, thank God.
Yeah.
So
Visual Studio actually ships with its own compiler and runtime. So sometimes those can get out of sync with the runtime that you're using for your app. And when that happens, things get really weird. So you can like, your app will fail to like compile inside of Visual Studio and you're like, okay, what the heck? I didn't change anything. Why is it doing this? And then you go to like the command line and you're like .NET run and it just runs fine. And you're like, wait, what?
I literally had this happen. I was going on stage. I was going to demo some Maui and it was like a really short talk. So I needed my demo to be concise. And Sam had to help me because I was updating some of the styles and I was running it through terminal because that was the way I was most comfortable. And it was building and it was running, but none of the styles were updating. And I was like, maybe I messed up the syntax. And Sam kept going over it and over it. And he goes, this is accurate. This should be updating like the width of something. And so we ended up opening it on Visual Studio Preview. Instantly, the styles were updated. And I was like, so I've had it, but it was in reverse where terminal wasn't showing. And I was like, why?
It's weird. It's weird. Yeah, they both like the runtime on the command line and in Visual Studio are separate. And
wait,
they
hang on. Say that one more time. The runtime on
the Roslyn compiler that runs to compile your code and execute it.
Yes.
Is sometimes it's two different versions of it, depending on whether you're on the command line or in Visual Studio.
Okay.
And sometimes you'll update Visual Studio and it'll get ahead of things. It'll get a version ahead or a version behind, depending on which one you're updating first.
How does the Roslyn compiler that my terminal is using, how does that get updated? Because I'm not constantly running update commands or pulling down workloads or things like, should I be?
When you install the SDKs, that's when you'll see it. That's when you'll update it. So like if mine is on .NET 6 preview something or other, let me see. I got to pull up the terminal. And
is this something that you're doing though? Like you're like constantly like updating your SDKs?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nobody told me.
So you can do .NET / version.
Yeah, talk to us about version control. Hello Earth said, is version control easy to manage? What does that even look like for .NET?
Let's see if I can share a screen here.
Yeah, because I'm confused. Because
let me change my resolution first.
Do you have like a package manager like Node? Like, do you have that for .NET? Like that? Yeah. Because I use NVM for Node version manager on my terminal to like manage the versions. Is that what you do?
Let's try it this way.
Hey Rick, good to see you. Let me see. I do have.
I gotta close like a million windows that are open and then display.
And good news, the update is done.
I was going to be sharing here. I didn't know.
I'm sorry, my bad. Of course you're going to be sharing. I ask a million questions.
Okay, let's try this.
You're looking for Nugget, right? No, so Nugget is to NPM, and I'm asking about what is NVM for .NET. Like, what is your version manager, if there is one?
So let me zoom in to my fancy command line here.
Were you censored? What were you censored for, Fuel? Oh, I like your command line. It's very original.
It's this is Hyper Terminal.
Hyper Terminal. Ooh.
It's a terminal that's built with Electron.
I don't like Electron. Why do you like Electron?
Because this is built with the web. This is a web-based terminal.
You don't use Windows terminal.
You can actually write CSS to style it. How cool is that?
You're hurting Rick's feelings right now.
You can actually go and like create CSS files and style your terminal.
That is awesome. Have you done it? Did you do it?
No, I've installed a few before. So if you go to hyper.io, I had all this stuff set up and then I had to wipe my machine because reasons.
I honestly am thinking about it with this Mac.
What was hyper.io? developer.
Yeah, you're upsetting Rick. And Hello Earth said, I worry about version control.
Sorry.
That it will work with .NET version X and break under version Y. And so I want to force version X for that project.
Yeah, you can do that. I'll show you in just a sec.
Okay,
So you can do like plugins and everything for this terminal, and you can just go like download themes.
This is
it's
so
all
cool.
It's all web based. So you just like, okay, I want to install that. Copy that guy.
But it's also like kind of weird that you're doing this, because like you're kind of doing the inverse of like what Maui and Blazor are doing, of like, you know, hey, look, you can do this thing on the desktop. And you're like, hey, look, I can do this thing on the web. I guess you're all about the web. You're web guy. You're Mr. Web Guy. So that makes sense.
So if I do .NET version, I'm on .NET 7 preview 6.
Hey, Mike.
Yada yada
Rocco
yada.
Dev's with us.
Right. So that's probably not going to even work with Maui. So if we go to
why, I don't understand. Why wouldn't it work?
Because Maui only works with .NET 6 right now. And then I do a directory here. You'll see I have repos 7. I have an archive one because I'm messy and I got tired of cleaning that folder up. I just started a new one. Like, this is the equivalent, if you see these two archive folders, like this is the equivalent to like my desktop is messy, so I grab all the icons, I put them in a new folder, and then I just
That's exactly what I do, and you shove it in a new folder. Yes.
So
hang on, I'm gonna let my pup out. He's like bugging. One sec. Go say.
All right, for folks scoring at home, I have .NET 7 previews, my quote current version. That's my current version. So the current version does not work with Maui.
The current
so if we go into .NET 6, .NET 7, I mean that's my current version. That's not everybody else's. Oh, I could also do this. Like I could say .NET version dash list. I think it is. No. Dash list. Dash SDKs.
I love it so much. I can't believe I got this demo working.
There it is.
The coolest thing
I knew
ever.
if I beat this up enough, I could get it to work. So if you do .NET double dash list SDKs, you will get.
So you're saying that SDK means version? Like that is this? That word is the same as version?
These are the .NET SDK, the software developer kits. These are the versions of .NET that I have for development. So I have 2 of them. I have 6.4.
Oh.
Preview something.
Have you heard about Packet?
Packet. No.
I haven't heard. That's cool.
No, I use chocolatey sometimes.
Wait, really? Mm-hmm. For version managing?
For installation of stuff.
So
it's like a command line package management tool for apps. Okay. But so I've got preview or I got .NET 6, and then I've got .NET 7. Let's just say that .NET 6, .NET 7. But if I do .NET version, the current version is the latest one, the newest, which is .NET 7. So let's say I have other projects that use .NET 6 and I don't want to muck around with .NET 7. If I go into my repos folder, you will see this global.json file here. And if I do a code JSON, and it looks like it's empty, so that's weird. Did it not pick up the right file? I did that.
You're so cute. Hi, Layla.
Code dot.
Hello.
My global.json should actually have something in it unless I accidentally emptied it, which that doesn't make sense because my code seems to work right now.
Ed, we have a wild Layla.
Okay, there it goes. We got ourselves a Layla.
What is that accent?
That's him trying to do his British accent.
Make it
stop.
That hurt her so bad she couldn't even finish her sentence.
Hang on. So we're talking version control right now before I show off my app. And Ed was saying that you can say .NET list SDKs, but was it? Can you show me that command again? I was just writing it down and then you switched. It was like dash list.
It's dash list
list and
SDKS.
Dash SDKS. Dash SDKS. And then once you have that list of them and you're like, cool, I need to switch to that one. How do you?
Okay, so if you want to switch, it is based on the directory you're in. So in my repos directory here, I've got a global.json file at the root of it. So every project that is under this repos folder gets whatever the global.json says I want it to be.
I've never seen. Is global JSON is that like generated for you, or did you make that and I haven't made that yet?
You have to make it.
Oh, Layla, do you have one of those? Global.
I think you can possibly .NET new one.
You might be able to. I have them when I need it, but like I do demoware. That's like whatever. Use whatever version I've got.
And then so .NET new list. Oh, what are you saying?
So this gives you all the templates that you can use. Yeah.
There it is.
Oh.
I spelled it wrong. So you can do .NET new global JSON. And that will create one for you. Oops, I didn't clipboard it.
JSON. Okay. It is. Yes, it is the Layla.
I already have one, so it doesn't want me to create a new one. But mine says I want to use version 6.0, blah, blah, blah. And everything in this directory gets this version. And there are other commands that you can, or configurations you can put in here as well to control this. And you can do like wildcarding and stuff like that too.
Awesome.
So you can say, I'll take this version and everything greater, that type of thing.
So like when I download SDKs with Visual Studio Preview, does that automatically update then the runtime thingy that my terminal is also using, or do I have to update it on both sides?
I think it might automatically do it from memory.
I have no idea. I'm like, hopefully it's up to date. I haven't looked at it in a long time because once I started using Visual Studio, I kind of like let terminal stop doing its thing. So I need to make sure, double check that.
Yeah, it will update it. I also know the compiler though keeps its own version. So Roslyn can sometimes get a mind of its own. And like I said, if something doesn't compile in Visual Studio, every once in a while, you can go to the command line and just run it there and it'll work fine. And it's weird.
Oh, I'm copying that. Rick just sent me some docs on it. So I'm going to add this to mine because I'm taking notes. And every time I get stuck, I like go back to those. So thank you, Rick, for that. I want to show Maui is X.300 or something like that. Awkward release.
So that is your version control in a nutshell.
I want to show you I'm going to share this and put us over to go to the right side and make us smaller. Okay. Let me show you. It's so exciting. So I have this app and it's a Maui app. And let me show you, I think in this one, it looks like I'm still pointing. It's still a Blazor Maui hybrid. I haven't ripped this out and added JavaScript yet, but I kind of was getting a little.
Why would you rip that out and add JavaScript?
Yeah.
Well, I'm confused.
Yes.
My brain hurts already.
Okay.
Why would you ever do that?
Ed, you work with her. What is wrong with her?
No, it's the most exciting thing ever. So I have this talk that I know. I finally ran him off. You're welcome. All you have to do is mention JavaScript and how it's superior to WASM, and he'll leave.
There's no WebAssembly here.
There's no WebAssembly.
This is Maui.
So, but you said, wait, no, hang on. So this is the one that has no WebAssembly. Okay.
Correct.
So what I do, in my talk, I talk about upgrading your JavaScript app with .NET MAUI. And essentially, I rip this part out here and I delete that. And then I replace this index file with whatever built index file I have from my Angular app. and I just shove all of that distribution stuff in the root folder here.
Mm-hmm.
And then I run it, and it's like an Angular app running inside of a Maui Blazor hybrid app, and it's amazing. And you can ship it to the App Store, and it's like done, right? Mm-hmm. So that is what I'm talking about, and eventually we will get to that point. But I wanted to, you both are probably like, why would you do this? It's really cool. That's why. It's really, no.
I wonder how you fix the hosts, though, because there's a lot of work you have to do with all the hosts when you do that with Blazor and Maui.
Hosts? What are you talking about? Explain what you mean when you say these words.
Clients, HTTP clients and stuff, they all screw up. Or have they fixed that, Ed? I've not done it for a while.
I don't know.
I haven't found anything that, like, because I had a couple apps that I've tested this with, and I haven't found anything that was broken, but maybe I wasn't trying the right things to break it.
HTTP client's a tricky thing with Maui if you're running Android. Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Also, if you're doing pre-rendered as well, you can mess up your HTTP clients on that as well. So you have to do quite a bit of work with it.
Sorry. So I wanted to show you, I did a tutorial, and forgive me if this is bad news bears, but I learned essentially how I can interop between Maui and Blazor a little bit to make I think Ed called it a dialogue window pop up. And I thought the next step would be, once I inject my Angular app, to have like an Angular button call the native dialogue window, because then it's like going all the layers up, right? So I think that's like a really cool, like, to show the power of this. But I am really...
It's not going to be a thing.
It's a thing, Ed. Okay, is it really not possible? Like, tell me right now.
So the interop service is part of Blazor, and if you're taking out Blazor, then you're also taking away your interop service.
But I'm not taking out Blazor, right? Am I?
You said you were. You just told me
you said you were ripping it out.
You said you're putting an Angular app in.
I am ripping out the root component here. I'm still using the Blazor web view.
But it's not hosting a Blazor app anymore. You're changing the index HTML to an Angular app.
Yes.
So you essentially took away Blazor completely.
So what I need to do is I need to learn how to, because I thought I was going to do essentially Maui to Blazor to JavaScript, but what I need to learn how to do is just Maui to JavaScript. Yes, is what you're saying?
Yes.
Because I thought the fact that I was using this Blazor web view still meant that I was still using Blazor.
Yeah, you're not. You'd have to engineer something on your own here. Like, that is outside the bounds of Blazor.
Of space and time.
Yeah. So you're like, I want to use this Blazor feature, but I don't want Blazor. So
I am using Blazor like my own little mini browser to ship what I want. Like,
that's a
perfectly valid
web view, which is just it's a web view that can run Blazor in it, but you're not using it for that. So it's not technically Blazor web view anymore. He's kind of just throwing away the Blazor part of it. You might as well just delete the word Blazor off there and just
have
run
you tried
the
deleting
web view 2 component.
Have you tried deleting your Angular CLI? What would that do for me?
Yeah. Try just doing things the right way.
Okay, let me show you the coolness that I got working, because I'm super pumped about it. If we go to the counter razor file, here I have this little label, and I have this little button, and whenever I go in here and I type, my name is Alyssa. Alyssa.
Make it bigger.
How do I make it bigger? How?
Right, well, control, command, plus.
It's a desktop app.
It's a Maui app. I don't know if that works here.
Desktop apps don't zoom, do they? Someone help. Oh, you know what we could do? Oh my God, you know what we could do? We could make it the styles. Ed, help me. I want to make the font bigger.
It's whatever is in Alyssa's brain.
Do I do just this? How do I make it bigger, Ed? Help Alyssa with the syntax, please. Ed.
Give me a moment. Compose myself here.
Mind melt.
I want all of the, hang on. We want to essentially do everything has font size of 500 pixels, like that, something like that. maybe like 200 pixels. 500 might be a bit much. Ed, is this gonna work? Does this work?
I have no idea. What
you know
do.
Blazor.
I don't know what this.
How do I style
That's
the
not a
font
Blazor
for
thing.
Blazor?
I'm sorry.
That's just a CSS via this app thing. I don't know what how the font sizes are.
This is Blazor. I'm asking you how I do this for the Blazor app.
Web thing. Run it and see. That's all I can say.
Useless.
But O'Brien says Control Plus works. I don't know.
Is a razor.
Maybe you're using the wrong plus. There are 2 of them on it, well, at least on my keyboard.
This is a razor
and they are different
file. You should know how to tell everything to have a bigger font size. Like this is right up your alley. That's
not how you do stuff, though.
What do you mean that's not how you do stuff? What are you talking about? How do you do stuff?
I'm literally a style tag into the component. This is so gross.
How would you do it then? Teach
me.
You think you're here as eye candy? Come on, Ed.
Just wild card selector this thing. Just be like, okay. 0 F's given here. Just like splat. Just throw the splat selector on it.
So Bit O'Brien says Control Plus. I will show you all how Control Plus is not working. I'm selected on this desktop application. I'm going to show you all my keyboard. Control Plus. Command Plus.
How many plus symbols do you have?
Nothing is working. I'm just wanting to prove to you that it doesn't work.
Okay, so I have 2 of them. I have one with the equal sign and without, and they actually do different things.
Really?
Yeah. So I cannot zoom using the other plus, just the one with the equal sign as the shift.
I have one here. Is that the one without the equals you're talking about?
Yeah, like the one on the keypad, the number pad.
Yeah, and then you have that one.
Does not operate the same as the plus with the equal sign on it.
Control mouse scroll. See, I don't know. Do desktop apps even have this functionality? I will try it. I'm restarting it to see if that style tag worked.
Zoom?
I don't have
like Zoomy app thing. Yes, that's really a key point, Bit O'Brien.
Okay, but no, seriously, like we're just waiting on this app to start back up so we can see this style not working.
It's still waiting to start? How slow is that?
I know it's a problem. Like Layla, I just recorded. No, it's this Mac. It's not just that it's a Mac. Like I have jacked things up so badly. Okay, the font is not bigger. Ed, there's got to be a way. How do you make my Mangular project? Yes.
It's mangled, all right.
Hang on. Since it's Blazor, you can add a style tag to the main CSS, right? Okay. So thank you, Rick, someone with constructive feedback. What was that under?
I was just enjoying this. CSS, like, this is interesting. www CSS and then app.css.
Oh my God! Yes, this is exactly what we need.
Code. Why are you putting a star though? I don't.
That's everything. That's everything selected.
But if it depends on the theme, but the theme should be written in a way that just changing the base font size should do this without the star selector.
Are you critiquing the reusability of me making the font size bigger just so I can show off the label? What is that? What?
This is how rems work, by the way. Your font size code is wrong.
Yeah, I'm like, what am I doing wrong? I'm talking to you while I'm trying to write styles. Is what I'm doing wrong.
You know, I haven't done any of this front end rubbish this year, really. So I'm basically I am here for like decorative purposes, I think.
Okay, just for the record, folks, I do not condone the star selector, especially for setting.
Oh my God! It's why? Why, Ed? Oh my gosh.
That is not how you do it.
You're literally a bad person right now. It's a perfectly acceptable selector. It's perfectly
That's like using git commit -f.
No, it's not. Let me tell you why.
It's on that level.
The star selector has very, very, very low priority. Anything at all will override it. It is perfectly acceptable to use the star selector as a basis and then go from there to be more specific.
That told you, Ed. You just got schooled.
Oh my God, yes! Oh my God, yes! This is Rick. We need a shout out for Rick. Rick needs like candy or something. Like, look at this. He made it work.
So the base font.
God, it looks
base
so
font should
good.
only be set at the root level. And then if you...
How is Blazor working for you?
the base font should be set at the
Really
root
big
level,
snort.
and then everything else
Oh
should
my
be
God.
rems or M's that want to use that
Thanks.
font to make a
No,
larger...
Ed, I am a there is it's like camp. What is it? What are the two sexy vampires like?
The right one
they?
and the wrong
Or no,
one?
one's a vampire and one's a werewolf. Anyways,
Oh,
there's
in Twilight.
yes,
Oh, and
yes,
Edward and Jacob.
There's
Yes.
some things that
So,
are
I'm
opinion
feeling
and there's
you're
some things
I'm
that
feeling
aren't.
you're on team werewolf and you are believing in rems, and I'm team pixel and I'm all about blood sucking. So just
Alyssa's
I'm
using
with
the
Alyssa.
Fox
I'm with
News
Alyssa. I
version.
don't understand these
Yes,
EMs and REMs. I'm
See,
like, give me a
hang on.
pixel.
I'm gonna stop
Mhm.
screen sharing and we're just gonna have it out right now. There was
My
once
referee.
yeah. There was once a purpose when browsers they had a reason for rems and M's. That purpose is no longer needed, and it is just an obfuscation that confuses the crap out of people. And if you just stuck with pixels, our life would be easier.
Sorry, I
It
was
is-
just overwhelmed by Fuel Snabel's comment
Yeah.
then.
What do you say? What do you say? Team Jacob, Ed is a jerk, the vampire, I mean.
So if you do a star font, it attaches that selector to literally every element in the DOM, like every element.
Oh my god, we're back on the star
And
selector!
that is not what you want to do. Please, people, do not do that in production in any way, shape, or form. That
Hi, Chan.
for demo code, we're perfectly fine. Never do that in a public repo ever, please. I will
Okay.
personally come in there and blame
Okay.
you.
Okay.
I don't care
This-
where it is.
We're still on
There's
the.
a war right now. I'm referee. There's Ed coming in saying he is going to blame Alyssa. And Alyssa is all about the blood sucking. So welcome to it's another very weird stream.
I don't think we're capable of a normal stream. I've tried. I don't think it's gonna happen. I love the new studio. Who has a new studio? Is Layla's new studio?
Oh, Layla in Ala Realistic.
Yeah, Silicon Orchid's getting really good at rendering
I
these things.
know.
It's
It's really, really
Must be
quite
using ray
impressive.
tracing or something.
Yeah, it's really, really fine. I love the charity shop bag as well. You know, that's the real icing on the cake. But I do have a zebra with a crown on over there.
Hang on. Oh, is it? Oh, it's like it's trying to go into focus. Yeah. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. I saw it for a second. That's cute. That's cute. Oh, did you rig the doggo?
Doggo model.
I'm like
Yes.
Dojo.
The doggo model is also rigged fully in Unity,
Mhm.
very realistic.
Look at the
chewing.
licks and the cute puppy bits. Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, Ed.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to have it out on another stream about the star selector. I will bring on CSS experts and we will have it out about the star selector. But I want to go and actually like make this. Hang on, I'm gonna add this back. Add to stream, and I'm gonna make you smaller because nobody knows. All right, and then I'm gonna make this. Let's go back to our styles. Okay, so Ed doesn't want us to use star. That's fine. Well, I need to essentially in Angular. There's like a host selector for a component. Does Blazor have a way of doing that per like page? Like for instance, everything in counter. Is there a way of saying
Yeah. you
everything
can
in
do that.
counter? What is
Everything
that?
counter what?
Everything
Have
in
the same
counter do
style.
this. Yeah.
Yeah.
How does
Style?
It's like counter
Yes.
dot razor dot CSS. Is that how
Yeah,
you
you
get
need
to
to add a razor file here.
I'm sorry. What? You
You
want me to add a razor file so that I can do some styles?
folder
Yeah.
and add a new file.
Uh-huh.
Name it counter.razor.css.
Like counter.razor.css and then put it like is it going to put it where I want it? Did it do it? Oh no, it made it a class. Does that
No,
matter?
it's fine. Oh,
Okay.
what?
I don't know.
Just clear it out.
What?
Why does Visual Studio Code do that?
I
That's
will
weird.
just leave
Oh
that
no!
one
Don't
second.
leave it. You don't.
Oh,
no!
no.
You delete everything.
Oh, you're not
no.
using VS Code.
Oh no.
You use
Womp
What?
womp. I hope you had a Git repo on that.
Go to your bin. It will be in the bin.
Will it? Because like I had some fun code in there and I don't want to lose it.
No, this is a good start, I think, actually.
You're such a jerk. Hang on. Counter. Where did it go? Oh no.
Rick, you see, I'm here and now code is being deleted. I'm like the queen of deleting code. Is Ed okay? Is Ed having like a seizure there? Like just laughing away?
I don't see it. I don't see it in my trash bin. Layla, where could it be?
It'll be there. Let me see. I'm squinting to see the tiny font.
It's been a really hard day. Why?
Wait, we'll find it. We'll find it. Can you just Control Z?
I'm trying. I'm just spot. I don't have it on a GitHub repo. That's so complicated with Maui. I don't know how to do that.
Go to trash. Go to trash. Let's have another look.
All right. Okay.
Can we
wait,
get
this
it?
is
Order
This
it.
is the star font equivalent
Damn it, Ed.
of delete.
This is right where I like deleted
It
my
should be-
entire My Documents file just as I got on stream.
It should be called counter, like, right? Like counter razor. Like, why? There's nothing in the C's here. What is chat saying? I'm watching Champion Leagues preliminary round. CS for Mac is no good. Remove RF, Alyssa. Okay, hang on. Is it really gone?
inside?
You really think it's gone?
Right, go to details, like the make it details view. Go left, to left, that one. Not that one, the one to the right of that one, that one. And order by date modified.
Ooh. Yesterday, July 19th, yesterday.
Is there a date deleted? Come here.
Yeah, it says yesterday is the latest one, so there's nothing deleted from today. So it didn't actually put it in the delete bin. So where would it put
Did you
it?
actually delete it from the folder or just remove it from the project? View the folder. Show and Finder.
Oh, Finder. Okay. Because I just did the right
You
click
had it
delete,
there.
but
You had it. Go
it's-
back. Right click on Pages and go Show and Finder. It will take you straight there. No. It was worth a try.
Okay, is it really gone? That's gonna make me so sad. That was all my code, although it's still running here. But if I rerun it, it'll be gone. It's just we have to deal with the 500 pixel font.
No, it's
Okay.
As soon as
Where
that
could it-
page gets
I mean, like if it
closed,
actually deleted it, why
break.
wouldn't it be in my trash bin, Ed? Like, where does it put it?
I wonder if we can possibly
Probably move the file from the project
no,
so
I
it's
guess
still
that would be
there.
difficult.
Let me see if I can. I'm gonna navigate
No,
to
that's
it.
what I just said, Rick, and it's not.
Let's see. This is called Maui Blazor app.
Ed's gone. Ed's like, I'm out of
Kidding.
here. I can't cope.
I don't blame him. I don't blame him. Open. Where's Show and Finder? You said that was a thing. Oh, there it is. Show and Finder. And then this is. I want to do the other view because this view confuses me. Maui Blazor. Like, where would it have put it? That's so bizarre. So I'm in JavaScript Girl. I'm in the Maui starter, Maui Blazor. Okay. And then we're inside of Pages. And that's where it was. And that's super weird how deleting it, like, I'm going to go ahead and like add a new file and be like,
Let me see if I can Google it.
where are you? Thank you. And I'm going to create a new file called Where Are You? And I'm going to right click and do the same thing and delete it. Are you sure you want to delete blah, blah, blah from the project? Yes. And then we go to Finder and we go into my Maui starter, Maui Blazor, Pages. Where Are You is not there. And we open up our trash bin and we go to date modified and there's nothing deleted from today. So it's, where is it putting it if not in
All
my...
right. Where do deleted files go? Seemingly not to trash. Is this a bug?
Where? Tell me, please, Layla. Please tell me where. Did Ed really leave us forever?
Did you choose remove from project or delete?
Delete.
then that's permanently deleted it. There's no recovery. I'm sorry. You can leave the stream for a moment, and I'll sing.
Wow. It's really gone forever? Really?
Unless we use like a file recovery thing.
Wow.
That's really mean.
I can't believe it's not in my trash bin, because like I had everything working in that file, and I even had like comments for like what to work on next and what I was using as resources. So like I don't think I have anything outside of that file. I'll just have to start Googling again.
Don't make anything new. You made something new a minute ago, didn't you?
I made something new and just deleted it to see if it would go in the same place, but
you may have overwritten it because we might have been able to recover it. Let's have a quick look.
Yeah. History.
Oh, he's back. You didn't ditch us.
Just lose.
Oh,
Alyssa.
I was Googling, and Alyssa's gone.
She must have hit her her close button by accident, or rebooted her machine or something.
Or just rage quit.
That could be. Oh no, she deleted herself.
Hi guys. Oh, sorry about that.
I have to say, this is the best show ever. I'm glad I got invited to this.
I was trying to go back in time, but I ended up going back in time on my browser, not on Visual Studio. It's fine. I'm back now. I love you all.
Maybe she's in the rubbish bin, Layla. Can we all delete her?
I can't believe everything I wrote.
Work on your British accent, Ed. I need to better train you.
I think it needs to be bad on purpose. Isn't that the point?
God, it's so cringy.
That makes it better. Not doing it for the accuracy, doing it for the fun.
Oh, one day you'll surprise me and it'll be a perfect British accent. I'll be like, oh my God, I'll fall off the chair. I'm trying to see how we could recover files, and we need to like use a recovery disk drill 4 apparently.
How about we look at the tutorial again? Can we just copy and paste the code back?
The tutorial link was in the file, so I will have to go through my browser history and try to find it.
Can we do that on stream? This could be fun.
I'm an open book, man. I'll show you. Like, it might be some weird Googles, but oh God. Okay.
As long as there's nothing resume generating on that.
Oh boy.
I cannot believe it's actually gone. And this is why you version control.
Yes. This is why
even your demos.
It's why
I'm so uncomfortable with Visual Studio that I was like, oh God, then learning version control within Visual Studio is going to be a nightmare. And so I was just like avoiding it like the plague, to my own doom. Cool.
Yes.
Okay.
Hurley Brace has a good idea.
Tell me. What?
Go back and clip where you were showing us the code, and then retype it all in.
Type all of it.
That's true. That's true. There is
an OCR next. Let's engineer a whole solution to get her file back.
We could reverse.
Hang on. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make this full screen. We're gonna go. How does someone view browser history?
Actually, the compiled version's sitting there.
Exactly.
We can work, but it's gonna be in different. It's gonna be in a different language. It'd actually be in C# because it's gonna be a G.cs generated file, and you could actually use it as is. But you're not going to be able to edit that in any human readable capacity.
Does Ryder have a good decompile tool?
That's the thing. It will decompile it, but not back to HTML.
July, 12 days ago. Someone tell me the date from 12 days ago.
Generated Razor code, which kind of looks like
21st.
21st. Like, perfect. So it's going to be here.
I ref on.
Awesome. GitHub, Notice, Tailwind, Premium
Can you
Bootstrap.
not type in your search like Maui, Mangula?
Oh my God. Yes. You're so smart.
We tried that Mocha codes. We tried Control Z and nothing came back.
Blazor. Okay, that was my Google search. And then I think, was it his video? I think it was his video.
Oh no,
Dang
it was
it.
a video.
I know. It was a video that I walked through. Okay. So it was King Gerald's video.
Okay.
Of course it was. Why didn't you just go straight to King Gerald's YouTube?
How about we just, if you don't find it in the next few seconds, why don't we just create a new counter?
Oh no, I will for sure be creating a new counter, but I wanted to show you what we ended up doing. It was oh my god, I can't believe it's all gone. How funny. Actually, I wonder if his code is on GitHub and then I can just copy it over. Join channel, blah blah blah, video edits, blog, Twitch, all the rest. I'm not
That was
seeing
GitHub.
sample app.
Is there an owl in here, Ed?
How to show a platform specific dialogue. Interesting.
I'm not seeing.
This
I
is
don't know what
different
file
than
he did
just-
it in. I did it in counter, but I don't think he did it in counter. Oh, he kind of did. Yeah. Bar results. Anyways, let's go ahead and make.
Black and white cat has just come. Is in my office. It's just walked into the house. I don't own a cat. There's a cat. I have to go get this cat.
Okay, you go get the cat. Go get the cat.
I'll be back.
This is the best stream ever. I love it.
Okay, I'm gonna add a new file. Oh, actually, how do I get that counter file? Like, is it on GitHub somewhere so I can just like copy it? But is it a new file or a new class? Because I want to call it counter.razor.
I think we have one on hang on, I can find one. I know where it is. blazorrepl.telerik.com.
Create the counter.razor. And
should be
then,
able
so
to
the
pull
moral
it
of the story
here.
is never, ever, 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 ever press this delete button. Ever. Ever.
This is the most entertaining Twitch stream I think I've ever seen.
I didn't know that whenever we created that CSS file that it squished it into, I don't know what.
Yeah,
it was like
should be
nested.
good. This should be a good enough start. I'm gonna paste it in chat, in private chat.
I will copy it from the private chat. Make it smaller. Thank you. And
Sorry, someone saw the cat and is desperate to go and mangle cats.
What? Oh no, your dog is murder dog.
She's like raking the back of my neck.
Oh.
And the cat was like meow, meow, and stuck. And this one's like she's vibrating shit. I can barely hold her. I mean,
oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, this
missing
hang
a
on, let me-
parameter. Did it
Is it
copy
missing
without a?
parameter?
Yeah, it's missing the parameter above that counter.
All right, hang on. Let me see what hover is. It says counter member names cannot be the same as their closing type. What? Your mom
Yeah.
can't be the same as the closing type? I don't even know what that means. Oh my god. Surly, did you clip it? Shut up.
Counter. That's
Hang
weird.
on. We're gonna go to Twitch
That's
and
your
find
counter.
out.
fingers.
We're gonna find out exactly
Change
what he clipped.
Changed.
Oh yeah, he clipped the cat. I don't own a cat. Yep, that's the perfect clip.
Rename counter to count. Just take
Okay.
the ER off of all of them. That should fix it.
All of the variables.
All of
Should
them.
say
Why is
count.
it
Okay.
angry? Is it just because it remembers the other counter?
No, I don't know. It says it's the same name as the component and it doesn't
Well,
like
you
it.
know what I
Oh.
could have.
Never seen
I
that
could have
really,
just
but-
regenerated a.
There you go. That'll work.
Oh, so I should have named the component count and not counter.
No, you're fine now.
I'm gonna stop and so this doesn't have live reload, hot reload, right?
Oh no.
Because I just changed the style in app CSS and it didn't update it.
It
I'm
never
ass-
works.
Okay.
You gonna chill?
I know.
I gotta come on these more often. This is fun.
I
Okay,
haven't streamed for ages, and this is so much fun. I'm glad I'm back.
I am so upset that we don't, because it was so cool. I wanted to demo it so badly, and then it just deleted all of it.
Like, can I make more things appear in your background, Layla? Is this gonna work?
Oh my god.
Are these commands like?
There's nothing at this address. Okay, I'm gonna try renaming it to count. Rename. It's weird that it won't let it be named the same. Counts.razor?
This cat was bigger than Cookie as
What's
well.
wrong with it?
It says there's nothing at that address.
It doesn't have a page directive. Rename it back to counter.
Yeah.
Rename it back to counter. You got no root. You need a root.
I don't know what that.
Router.
What is it? How do I make a root? Where is this all wired together?
Go up to the top. Go all the way to the top of the file. Type @page in quotes /counter. Or you can call it cat. That would work too. You don't need to send
happy.
Just gonna render it. There you go.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm gonna restart it. Also, it's really upset about the 80 pixels. I thought that would be perfectly acceptable. Like, everything looks real bad. Like,
all of this
real
is
bad.
karma for using that star selector. I told you it was wrong. You didn't believe me. Look what happened. It's like breaking a mirror.
I finally got something. I finally got something working in Maui on my own. A little dialogue window would pop up, and it was all updating with the variable. Deleted.
Oh, it looks great.
Okay, perfect.
We didn't tell you to delete it. It's so
no. I'm not blaming you. I'm just saying what is wrong with me. Also, why isn't this scaling? Like, Ed, can we just what is happening here? Like, the font is scaling, but like the background isn't.
Hey, this is the default theme that came with
the default theme.
The thing, and I again don't condone using that either.
So
it's a nice hello world, but I delete that thing as soon as I can.
Okay, can you help me delete it? Essentially, what I want to see, like, I don't know how to delete it without breaking everything. What do you delete when you go and delete? What do you delete?
What am I deleting? The theme?
Well, the layout page you could go and change.
Okay, the layout. Where is that?
That's the full process of just starting from scratch. We don't want to do that right now.
Okay.
The first thing I would do is pull that font size out of there. And maybe we can actually get this to work the right way.
And are we
see if that brings it back to at least normalville. Like,
I mean, it will be normal, but it still be super tiny. Layla was complaining about it being too small.
It's all my fault, Ed. It's my fault.
I said no.
Right, she's right.
She's right. It is too small, but I don't know how to scale everything up. Like, because that's what I want to do essentially. Like, I want it to be like double big, please. All the doubles, please. So there's the normalville, but it's very normal.
Let's try this. Try going into that CSS file.
Yeah.
And do a :root selector.
Ooh. Yes.
And then inside that, set the font size to something not crazy, but like font size 48 pixels.
Ooh, that's gonna break it. Because I was around like 50 on one of them, and it was still wonky.
Yeah, but it's not the star selector, so
root should still do most everything, right?
No, it's setting a base font size.
There you go.
It's not forcing that font on literally every element. It's just setting the base font size for other things to scale with. So something
$10 says it looks exactly the same as with star selector.
You could,
like I said, it depends on how the rest of the code is written.
Like, I think that thing is a fixed width, the purple.
Yeah, I think it is a fixed width.
So if you right click on it, you can't because it's not freaking web.
You can F12.
F12?
You can do F12 developer tools. Yeah.
F12. Do I have to hold down function when I press it? I'm assuming.
I don't know how your Mac works.
I don't think there are developer tools here, man.
There are if you have an F12 key to press.
I do. I just pressed it. It did nothing happen. Hang on.
I saw your volume go up.
Open developer tools.
It's F12.
I pressed F12.
There's another
function
shortcut.
button.
No, there is another shortcut key. I think it's Control-Shift-I.
Control-Shift.
Yeah, Control-Shift-I. It's the other one.
No.
Okay, then the dev tools are enabled. They're enabled through your startup CS or Maui program CS.
I mean, there's like this locals thing that pops up, and then there's this immediate thing that pops up that looks kind of like a terminal.
Oh, it's
and then there's also down here XAML hot reload connected.
No,
and then
I don't know.
Build tool, toolbox,
Maui program
properties.
CS.
This one?
Yeah. Blah blah blah. Yeah, developer tools are there. Builder.services add Maui or add Blazor web view developer tools.
Open
So
developer tools,
it
Visual
should be.
Studio preview.
It's not going to be that. It's going to be
Mac.
Hang on. Maui.
Visual Studio preview. Blah 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 blah.
Developer tools.
Are we still trying to find out how?
Control-Shift-I. Control-Shift-I should be it.
Command-Shift-I.
Oh, it's a Command-Shift-I.
I could bleep, bleep, bleepity bleep, Ed.
What are we supposed to be seeing when I hit that? Like,
There should be a window that pops up, and it should have the developer tools in it.
no, definitely not. Command Shift I. Control. I'm gonna like stop it. I'm gonna stop you, and I'm gonna stop this, and then I'm gonna restart it.
Maybe it only works on Windows. Who knows?
It could be. So
No, it says that it uses Safari Web Inspector when it runs on Mac. So there's that.
What does that mean?
Safari, it's using Safari as the web view, so there should be a Safari pop-up that comes up.
Oh.
And you're saying neither of these pop-ups is a suitable pop-up. The whatever this one is immediate.
Thank you, Mo.
Immediate.
I appreciate that. See, some people appreciate that, Layla.
No, don't encourage him. It's not cute.
He's
It's
talking
not
to me.
clever.
You know he's talking to me.
I know.
my
It's so
God.
cute, Ed. Oh, Ed, he's so cute. Just squeeze his little
It's
cheeky
proper
little
adorable, isn't it?
In it? No, in it. Not ain't it, in it. And you've just got to add a few mates in there as well, Ed. In it, mate. Yeah.
It's
And
quite
drop
cute,
all
y'all.
of your T's and you'll be fine. Little Orphan Annie is a little bit, past it. You need to be like, in it, mate. Yeah.
Do you ever think maybe I'm doing it bad on purpose?
I want you to do it worse.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I don't know.
All right. So
don't
that
know.
is
I'm beyond.
the aside, I think. Try and
Is
look
it?
into
Because
that.
I was
The
trying to
nav-
find it.
Should
So-
we just talk about JavaScript interop?
No, why would we want to do something like that? Look for nav. Control F, Command F, nav in that thing.
Navbar brand.
It's actually going to be, I reckon, off the
3
Like-
hours later.
Stop it! I am seeing you in a matter of weeks, Ed, and I'm taller than you, and I can squish you like a bug.
He deserves it for sure.
Yeah,
Five
yeah.
sure. The sidebar's probably built with. Let's see.
Just have a look at the go to shared, the shared folder,
And the shared
And
folder.
then main layout. Open that out. Yeah, the nav main out. The arrow,
and then-
the carrot on the side. There you go. There it is. in here.
Oh, awesome. And then we want to find whoever's controlling the width.
So that's going to be like a sidebar.
Width. Hang on. I'm going to do Command X. Whoa. Command F width. Min width of. Where are you highlighting? I don't know what it's highlighting. Oh, width of 2 rems. OI. What is an OI?
Oh.
I'm going to just do that. And then I'm going to go down here and I'm going to be like, I don't want you either. Cool. Thank you for your life. And then just like rerun. Somebody's setting it.
So it's
Maybe I wonder if it's in main layout actually. Let's check out the CSS page.
Sidebar, there you go.
And then let's see. Width. Whoa, it's popping up with all its things. So what is that immediate and that locals? Like what is that?
So look for sidebar.
Yeah,
go ahead.
The editor I don't understand, so I don't know. I don't know who they belong to.
So immediate would be if you had breakpoints, it's going to bring you up like values as you step over breakpoints, I think.
Oh, okay.
What I was wondering is that VS Mac?
Highlight Jack.
Or is that the browser tools we were trying to get up?
I don't know. I think that could just be the regular immediate window.
Okay.
Like you'd have on Visual Studio.
That makes more sense.
It does not hot reload, Moke. I think it's supposed to. Because it says that hot reload is connected.
It should. Let me show you.
Let me show you what I mean. So we're on the.
We're so off track.
Home page.
Yeah, I
mean, I can't show you what I was going to show you, Ed. It's gone forever, and it's going to take me at least an hour to get it back. So I can't show that live. So we're just doing some styling so I can understand this app a little better.
Do you want me to pull up Visual Studio and just hack at some JavaScript interop for a minute?
Yeah, I mean, if you can. You were saying that you don't think it's possible.
So I can discuss at least why it would and wouldn't work. Give me a second. Let me get a new project going. Because
Layla, Ed was saying that like when I remove the Blazor component, that I'm essentially removing Blazor from the app. But in my mind, I was still using the Blazor web view to wrap the Angular app. So in my mind, I was still using Blazor. But if in fact I have removed Blazor and it doesn't really count as using Blazor, then I need to figure out a way of like getting the Maui window on desktop or on mobile, wherever that window is, like getting that dialogue access to like an Angular button, for instance, so that Angular button can open a Maui window. And so like, I thought that the middleman would be Blazor that would pass that down for me, but Ed is acting like it's gone forever. Oh, your baby.
I'm trying to make sure that Maui even runs on my machine. Because you said there were updates. I do not have said updates.
The train has gone off track and buses have been put on.
It is building, but it's taking a while.
At least we've got something with wheels, right? Like,
and this should work okay as long as I don't try to run it in an Android emulator. That's when things get real sticky.
Oh, that's smart. One Lion said I've been putting a Blazor app next to a Blazor hybrid app to do the UI stuff faster.
Next to?
Like to like compare and like be like, oh, that's how that was.
So it's
Alyssa, you were asking about the JS Interop with Angular buttons. Like the last time I touched Angular, it had just gone to Angular 4. So I think I might be a little out of date with Angular.
You're only 10 versions behind.
Like, yeah, I think that's when I gave up on that whole Angular idea as well.
Yeah.
Listen, it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be Angular. Just like an HTML button and a JavaScript file talking to a Maui window dialogue window.
You're not going to be able to do that.
There's nothing.
Why? Okay, explain to me why not. Why?
So the Blazor has code in the API. It has actual methods that we could use here in a second, and I'll show you why. But without those to call, JavaScript has no knowledge of the Maui.NET runtime, none of that.
There's got to be a way to like
completely
make
isolate
it
from it,
right? Like, how do we like?
It's called the Blazor framework. It's literally how you do it.
He's so sarcastic. Feel free to smack him, Alyssa. It's fine.
But I'm not officially removing Blazor. I'm just not using a Blazor component. Okay. So there should still be a way for me to use like this Blazor service bit to shove the API into a JavaScript file, right? Like
what you told me is you are here. Zoom it so we can actually zoom in on stuff. You're taking, if you're modifying this right here.
I'm not modifying that. That's still pointing to index. I'm modifying
index is not
line 9.
Blazor. This isn't a Blazor app anymore, right?
It is not.
Okay, so if we go to index HTML, let's look at what you're removing or changing. In this,
it's line 25.
Called Blazor WebView.js.
Can't I just include that in my Angular app, throw that script in, and be happy?
Not quite.
Profit? Well, not quite.
It will still be a Blazor app technically that way. But there's going to be dragons for sure. There's no way that it's going to be happy with the Angular stuff that's happening. I don't know. You're in uncharted territory at that point.
I know it's uncharted, but I need you to like, can you just walk me through what I'm trying to do? Like point like the things that I'm trying to do so I can at least know where, because like for instance, this is our Blazor WebView. Cool. I'll try to include that in my Angular app, but then like it provides us with blank that lets us do blankety blank blank.
Let's do something.
I'm glad you can interpret that, Ed.
Okay. So our Blazor app runs, right? We have our things.
Oh my god! Did you see what Hello Earth just said? App.
So I can't see chat right now. So
he said, "Have you considered Electron?"
Yeah, exactly. So he's actually right. If you're going to go down the Angular route, you might as well just use Electron.
Because Electron is not going to allow us to ship to the Play Store, to ship to the App Store, and to have access to these native smartphone features, which I will freaking figure out how to interop.
So if we take this script out,
yes,
and we run our app again, let's see what happens.
Ooh, what does happen?
Nothing.
Are you sure? Okay. It's done? Oh my god, was yours that fast? Wow, that is fast.
It just says loading, right? Yeah. Do you know why it says loading and it's not doing anything? Okay. No. So if we look at the code, we have a body, a div.
Oh, you've got the loading app.
We've got app loading.
That's replaced at some point with?
It's just HTML now. Blazor just went bye-bye. There's no Blazor anymore because we took the script out that boots Blazor.
Gotcha.
If you have a Blazor, I mean, if you wrapped your Angular app in a Blazor app, then you're going to have two view engines fighting for control of the DOM and rendering things on the screen. So I don't know what kind of, that's like in Ghostbusters when you cross the streams. I have no clue what your outcome is going to be there.
I came back to hear Ghostbusters crossing the street. What?
Crossing streams.
If you put an Angular app inside of your Blazor app.
Yeah.
Or Blazor inside your Angular
I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal because I think what's going to happen is I take away all of the control and give everything to Angular except for the API stuff that I'm passing.
Angular goes, I don't know what I'm supposed to do here.
No, I've already done it. Angular goes, and then it runs. Like, because JavaScript don't give any fluffs. Like, JavaScript's like... JavaScript.
How much did we drink before we started this?
Not enough. Not enough. Okay.
Yeah, you'd have to strip this back to where... First of all, like we wouldn't have any pages. I think that's what I'm
going to try to do. I'm going to try to wrap it. Can you show me? Okay, so we've got a Blazor app right now that's inside of a Maui app. Can you show me like whenever Blazor does load and that loading gets replaced, what is it bootstrapping primarily? Like it's bootstrapping app root. Where is that? Like it's
So I'm not sure 100% of everything that this WebView.js does. I know it loads the .NET runtime, and then eventually it will kick off the program.cs.
Mm-hmm.
It will then load the app. Where's it at in the Maui app? Oh, it's changed. It's something else in this one. It is it's not app.saml. Main.razor. Sorry, this is called app.razor in the other one. So program.cs kicks off main.razor. Main says, here's my router for my application, and this is all where your components and stuff get loaded in.
Okay.
So it's just going to run the main layout. It's going to get rendered.
Yeah.
And then if the route is found, it will render the page that it found. If no route's found, there's your nothing was this kind of like a 404, soft 404. Nothing's here. So that's where your Blazor app lives. So if you take away your router.
Yeah. Because we already have a router. I just need API access.
Then maybe
I mean, you can work.
Instead of having a main page here, you can just say H1. And then this should actually run. Let's see. And it's going to ignore all my pages and routes and all that nonsense. There you go. But it's still technically a Blazor app. So you may be able to get away with this.
This is exactly what I'm going to do this afternoon.
I'm not sure.
I'm going to be working, still trying to essentially keep the Blazor bits that I need. But yeah, Light Jack's saying, listen, I'm already there. I've already made it work, these steps. I just don't have the actual APIs working together, where the web API is talking to the native smartphone API. That's all I have to figure out. And I will figure it out. And everyone will be in awe of the jank that I have created.
It's called a Franken app. That's what I like to call them. It's a Franken app.
Oh, it's going to open doors, you guys. Imagine it.
To hell.
Your company, you have a web app. All you have to do are these 5 simple steps to wrap that puppy in Maui and ship it. And then all of a sudden you have camera access. You have geofencing access. You have file access to their native device. You have, dialogue windows and all these other things. Imagine the power. It's awesome. Okay. It's going to be exciting.
I think the script will provide the JavaScript interop to at least to the web view.
Once I'm working inside of
I don't
that
know
main,
what you'll have to write for Angular code to get it to work though.
Is there a way to generate a Blazor Maui hybrid app that doesn't have all this templating? Because I'm still a little new as far as what I can delete. No, there's not. Because
there's no empty
what
app
do you? Because I can delete all of the pages and just keep main razor. Is there any other cruft that's generated for me that I need to delete?
Data can go.
Data. Okay.
Data pages. Shared.
Oh, what is in shared?
That's your layouts. Anything with .razor. If you're not going to use Blazor, then all the Razor stuff can go.
Okay. Well, cool. I'm sorry, stream and guests, for the fun show that today was. Sorry about that.
I had fun.
I've never actually permanently deleted code, live or otherwise.
Welcome to Layla's world.
It's a first for me because everything's always been version controlled so to have something take that away from me was very difficult to do live. We'll probably have a bit of a cry after.
At least we learned to always create a Git repo, no matter how small.
We have, no matter how small. I just have to figure out how to do that because I know there's a way in Visual Studio that's not Alyssa's normal way in Terminal, but maybe I should just do it in Terminal.
Yeah, it's kind of by default in Visual Studio on PC. You just check a box that says create a Git repo for this.
But also, when
it's
you
literally
delete
part of the
something
process.
on Visual Studio, it goes to your rubbish bin.
It goes to your rubbish bin, does it?
It does. It goes to my recycle bin then when I delete it. So I can just go and restore it back. One doesn't have to go hunting around and get some weird thing to restore the thing from the dead.
I know.
But Macs just work.
Max just work.
They just work.
Yeah, that's just so great. So quick, Ed, as well. Did you see how quick it was compared to what you did?
That is all I have for you, and you all are beautiful. So thank you.